tiger does not change its stripes. No sooner was I home than the Dacian king began to plot against me, his rightful overlord. I bided my time, preparing my forces and learning the other side of rulership. Being a friend to the Senate and the people of Rome. Yet when news spread of a hostile alliance beyond the Danube, I kept a watchful eye on Dacia. And when my guards caught would-be assassins sent forth by the Dacian king, I knew to expect war at any moment. This campaign will be different from the last. The Dacians know they cannot face Hadrian and I in the field, so they will hide in their mountain fortresses, hoping for us to tire and leave. Amateurs speak of strategy and tactics, while professionals look to logistics. Dacia will not be conquered by a decisive battle. It will be conquered because Hadrian and I can sustain 14 legions and strip the Dacian forces of their supplies. Decapolis, my false friend. Heads will roll.
This foul snake shall slither north of the Danube no more. Vengeance and Dacia shall be ours!
The Dacian fortress is formidable, but the aqueducts supplying it are not. Shall we parch our enemies a little?
The Cavaliers' treasure is the stuff of legend. We should find it and bankrupt the wily king. Trade at my market if you wish, Emperor.
My army approaches from the north. Surrender now, or meet your doom, Romans. Romans are trying to cut our water supply. Stop them. Let us do this the old way. Single combat. You against me. The Emperor is too good for you, Dacian swine. You Romans are all the same. Seize my rich land, and all that you will do is create another ambitious governor.
The second aqueduct is destroyed. One more to go!
Live to run, and run to live. I must escape the city before the legions take me to Rome in chains. The Dacian king has taken his own life. His head will be paraded during your triumph in Rome.
To the onlookers that had gathered, I appeared to take my success modestly, acting like I had been there before. But inside, my heart swelled with pride as I rode through the gates of Rome in triumph. To be loved by one is gratifying enough. To be loved by thousands is indescribable. The mob roared as Decabulus's head was thrown to the dogs, commencing over 100 days of celebratory festivals and gladiatorial games. Senators greeted me with awe and respect that I knew for once to be genuine. Men of all ranks chanted my name. The vast Dacian treasure and its plentiful gold mines will offer riches beyond Rome's wildest dreams. My mind races with thoughts of the greatness that I, and more importantly, Rome, can achieve with such wealth. Still, the age-old maxim echoes through my head. Look behind you. Remember, you are just a man. Many past emperors buckled under the weight of ruling such a large empire because they tried to micromanage it all. From them I have learned a crucial lesson. In Rome, to govern is to delegate. Fortitude, ambition, and resolve paved the road to the imperial palace, but it is honor, diligence, and respect that keeps one there. My people respect and care for me, because I do the same for them. Yet above all, I hold the virtue and dignity of Rome herself most dear. Her prestige grew once more when I incorporated Nabatea as her newest province, but recently came under attack from a predictable direction. For decades, an uneasy peace between Rome and rival Parthia was hallowed by joint influence over Armenia, a state that served as little more than a buffer to diffuse tensions. Now, the Parthian king Osroes has broken this agreement and seized the land for his own. The Parthian army is formidable, but I did not become emperor by building shields after arrows were shot my way. The frontier legions are clamoring for action, and it is about time that we put our nefarious eastern neighbor in its place.
Armenia will fall before your vast armies, Emperor. Then we shall crush Parthia together.
We must be cautious. The mountainous Armenian landscape houses many dangers.
Armenia is ours now! I will deal with you Romans soon!
Take these supplies, Romans. Your continued success brings joy to my heart.
Another Roman army marching through the arid plains. We know well what to do with that.
We are not the first to tread this path. I once heard of a Greek who walked the opposite way 5 centuries ago, but I cannot recall his name. That old arrangement with Parthia never worked anyway. Now Armenia will be your newest province.
We are not too dissimilar, Trajan. Were you not Roman, and I not Parthian? We may have been friends. But fate delights in setting ambitious men at each other's throats.
Darai, Zalcanta, Darai, Iri, Ibotaro.
Enough! You Romans bleed our poor realm dry. The Parthians will treat us better.
Faithless allies! Emperor, help me teach them a lesson.
Nabatea is ours once more. Perhaps it will benefit from some firmer administration.
I think. Alamas.
If you want this citadel so dearly, you may just take it. I have many more.
This Parthian army is beaten. Shall we push further east?
Despite my hostility towards Parthia, it pains me to fight Osros. His skill as a commander would be the envy of any leader. Yet the discord tormenting his realm overshadows his talents. As he struggles in vain to stave off my invasion, he does so with one hand tied behind his back. I see much of myself in him, and he offers a haunting glimpse into an alternate reality where I was born in the wrong place at the wrong time. Seizing Armenia was an ambitious move. One could argue that it was an overstep. But did I not do the same from another point of view when I took Dacia and Nabatea? I am no warmonger, and I have never loved it. But I cannot lie. On the battlefield, the anxieties of governance fade into the shadows as the simplicities of present survival come to the fore. Life just makes sense out here. And that is a notion that terrifies me. Am I a hero or a monster? A genius or a madman? Sometimes the sole difference is success. The pages of history are littered with brilliant victors and foolish losers. But foolish victors and brilliant losers are in much more exclusive company. I am not so arrogant as to call myself brilliant. Others can do that for me, if they deem it just. But I am no fool, and my instincts have been sharpened by decades of fighting. When a shark smells blood in the water, it attacks mercilessly. When news reached me of the civil war in Parthia, I resolved to do the same. A pang of pity for Osros struck me as I recalled the strife of my youth. But now that fortune has given me a chance to put a decisive end to an age-old rivalry, I cannot hesitate. Rome knows 2 great seas today, but tomorrow it will know a third. We will seize Ctesiphon, the jewel of Parthia, and stride onwards in the footsteps of Alexander until my legions glimpse the ocean. If I succeed, I hope that history will remember Osros as a brilliant loser. But how will I be remembered? How will Hadrian? How will Rome?
I will lead my forces down the Tigris, Emperor. We shall meet by the sea.
We are deep in enemy territory and must seize a forward base from the Parthians. This Parthian town is ours. We can set up camp here, but we will have to seize more towns to access more types of weaponry.
This is as fine a foothold as any.
Alamos.
This port is the key to Eastern trade. We should oust the Parthians and enrich ourselves.
Alamos.
Our newest acquisition specializes in cavalry. Let us feed our enemies their own medicine.
Bombers.
I will now add cavalry to my army.
Zamas.
Let us see how the Parthians fare against my new auxiliary bowmen.
A usurper seizes the east, while Romans flood in from the west. Is fate testing or dooming me?
Alamos.
Forward, men! Flood the Parthian capital and deliver our emperor victory!
Last time you faced arrow for the Romans. Now the full might of Parthia descends upon you.
Parthian arrows have felled many a Roman. Now we will use archers of our own.
I shall show you barbarians of the West what magnificent culture truly is. Feel the power of the Parthian shot. The Romans are building warships. Muster a fleet of our own, quickly. Roman legions are no match for my heavy cavalry.
Through the breach, make our emperor proud.
The Parthian capital is yours, Emperor. I stand awed in the presence of a second Alexander.
Someday, parents will tell children of the age of Trajan, the emperor who found Rome a city of marble and left it one of gold. Ironic, then, that I have no children of my own to tell this tale. I have a loving wife, but in truth, Rome herself has always been the love of my life. Perhaps the gods, in their infinite wisdom, deemed the care of children too much for a man who chose an entire empire as his family. Perhaps, as I lie on my deathbed, they are indirectly showing me the way. For years, Rome suffered under the yoke of cruel emperors with no merit other than their bloodline. Like Nerva, I will now choose my successor by merit. And what better choice than Hadrian, the loyal man who walked in my footsteps, learned from my example, and did it all without a single treacherous thought. The afterlife is timeless, immaterial, and boundless. I gaze towards the men tending my funeral pyre and hear them now call me a god. I look out over the forum that I build, the carved column that tells my story, and the city that is an empire's beating heart. I smile, knowing that I have left these people a better Rome than the one that I found. Yet, at the same time, doubt and dread gnaw at me. Now that I have raised the bar, others will try and match it, and their vain ambition, conceit, and impossible expectations could drag Rome towards the same familiar decline from which I rescued it. Was I Rome's savior, or its doom?